Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab, in the wee hours of the morning, where I do my best work for you. Today, rather than 25 rules a day by storytelling, story with a message in the story. This is one of my life stories that not too many people might know about, but it's called cutting heads. No main barbers. Tidbit, you know how we do. Let's go. I appreciate the numbers. I appreciate the views. Let's do what we do. I got a good thing going. I think you think so too. So that's right. Right Think's mission, that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Think's way of life through mental and spiritual disciplines daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the goal of all right thinkers. That's my goal and my mission is to have everybody reach their goal for themselves. Okay? Know thyself is important. Here's the question. Do you know you? A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. We teach them, hey, that's what I do, what I do. For you, stay tuned, I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous, avoid them. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual law class. I'm here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinker, know thyself. And to my app, be true. They had a movie called Crossroads. And the theme of it was selling your soul to the devil and then trying to win it back by competing in what they call cutting heads. All right. And it's taking place in hell. Little story, but it really had a angle to mine. I saw it, me and my dad in the story. I hate to say that, but yeah, that's what I love. He got to a situation, not with the devil, soul, but situation I had to come in with my skill, what I do. Let's get to the lesson. Right, thinkers, let's talk about cutting heads, aka playing with the devil, aka selling your soul. Okay, but trying to get it back. And just the same way Osiris was taken out by his brother, his son came and rescued him. My old man got taken out. I got to come and help him out. But it works for me. So that's just my concept. All right, let me tell you about the lesson, though. This is all about a mythological folklore concept of soul selling. All right, The Crossroad was the movie story about what? Story about my somewhat life story. I saw it in my life, so put me in there. But it's about a man who wanted to be famous, so he decided to make a deal, sell a soul to the devil for fame and fortune. And the concept is, and I love it because now I can break it down. When your ego wants what it wants, you psychologically do anything to satisfy that want. And if you're ignorant, you're going to fall prey and victim to the ego's desires. In life, that happens. And when you want, watch this, when you want fame and fortune, but you don't want to put the work in for it. So you do what? Go down to the crossroads of the Delta, the Mississippi, the story, and you make a deal with the devil. The story goes, you get a taste of fame and fortune, you make your deal, okay, you sign it down the line, and okay, now make your little money, do a little thing, has your little way, yeah, has your little thing. But then you feel like you didn't get, out the deal what you was supposed to be. And if the moral to the story is if you make a deal with the devil, okay. But if you think the devil gonna own it to his end of the bargain, you got to be the lost your mind. So the fact that you made that deal, He got the upper hand. He called all the shots, and you got to acquiesce. I sold my soul to the devil for over almost 30 years of my life. Almost half of my life, I sold my soul to the devil. Why? Because it's something that I wanted, and he gave me the option to do it. Selling drugs. His was running numbers in women. That never ends well. But those are things you do in the promise of what that, you know. But then after a while, what happens? You start thinking, maybe that wasn't a good deal. Okay? But you feel like, there you go, you feel like you didn't get out of it what you was promised. So you want to what? Renegotiate. So you want to strike a deal with the devil. Go right down there. But you got nothing to negotiate with. You already got yours. Like the devil told him. He said, I got money. No, I want your money. Sound familiar? In hell, money is irrelevant. They want God. They want you to worship them. That's your ego telling you bow down and acquiesce to me. Okay? That's what that's about. The devil is your ego superseding you, want you to treat it like God. So if you have a challenge against then the devil's name is Legba. He's an old, slick talking, real grimy, but like a preacher. He got the string tie, he got the suit, the hat, the congregation, all in hell. The man played the guitar. The young kid played the guitar. But my side, my old man was let me get to the left, okay, now folklore is when you go and you pitch your skill against the devil's best man. Gambling with your soul, aka cutting heads, is a classic good versus evil. Okay? But it's on the level of what evil is really in control. So what happens? You go down and you do what you got to do. With us, it was a crap. I tell you, he was a crap shooter. You put your special gift, aka your talent, up as collateral. My man was throwing bones. Okay, he's a crap shooter. Okay, and he's a lefty, so he would work that thing, he'd crank it up and do his thing. We had a good run. My old man was the master crap shooter. What's the master crap shooter? He knew how to cheat. Taught me how to cheat. He gotta do that. Now, I knew how to cuff dice, okay, and switch dice. We ain't going this, ain't about that, but this is about competing against your soul to get your soul back from my old man. This was a crapshoot. The young boy, that little bear, I did that. Okay, now, after spending my time hanging out with my old man, I got good at my new little livelihood. Nice. That was nice. And I made money cheating at dice. Can't believe I'm saying that. Yeah, so, hey, but remember the rule. If you get caught cheating, it's self-defeating. So if you ain't a good cheater, don't cheat. Just a little heads up, okay? All right, I played cards with my dad. We cheated at that too. Means I'm nice. Not good. Little idiosyncrasies that we used to do. Nothing inside information. Again, that's the life that we used to live. So no honor amongst thieves. Okay, who's criminals? Who you gonna tell? So same way, if I got caught, they did what they do. Who I'm gonna tell? I got caught switching dice. So they beat me up. Okay, so those are the rules of the game on the streets. All right, we cheated at cards too. We was pretty good at it, and that's what we was doing. Was hustling. I played and I lost. Yeah, I thought I was good. I wasn't that good. had to pay my dues. I made my deal to be the big time drug dealer. Yeah, I want that. I did all. I did all right until when? I got caught. It's on you. It ain't on them. Now you're on your own. Okay, that's how the ego works. And it cost me 3 years of my time to realize I was serving the wrong God. I was serving and didn't even know it because all I wanted was more. That's ego. Okay. When I realized that. Here we go. It's going to get better. Oh, I gotta get going now. Okay, here we go. Now, I had it all at one time. I was nigga rich. Safe full of money, jewelry, money, girls, had it all. Cars. And then I had nothing. Come out from the penthouse to the outhouse, experienced that. Where all my friends, yeah, all that I've been there, done that. I got the scars to prove. And the memories. The next time I had nothing. Those was hard times. And guess who was with me? I didn't even know. Again, I had no idea. So I found out nobody wants you when you down and out. If you ain't got no drugs, you ain't got no big fancy car, pocket full of money, jewelry, talking slick, nobody want to be bothered with you if you choose that life. And when that life, that's what you want. You want everybody, yeah, the drum major instinct. Okay, watch this. But now, when the devil, okay, nobody wants you, even the devil, the ego and forsake you. Like the dog come by, jack up his leg and walk on out. That's the ego. All right, you ain't got nothing good, man. I'm gone. Then I got my second chance to cut heads. I came down into hell like my man Returned the Jedi. Oh, I'm a bad man now. Why? Look what I got behind me. Is that? Yeah, God. All right, so I got spiritually enlightened. And guess what? I won. And along with spiritual knowledge comes what? Spiritual strength. I've been living a spiritual lifestyle ever since. With self-knowledge, you have the what? Strength and the knowledge of self to what? Defeat who? Your ego self, aka the devil. If you think the devil like God is somewhere out there, nope. He just like God. He right here. You got to figure that out. You got to realize that. And when you become master self, watch this. Your ego self, head, aka set, will be what? Cut off. He got no say so. He have nothing to do with nothing until I give him the command when I need him. That's controlling the ego. That's mastery over self. Emotion, greed, all the negative stuff that set brings, that the ego brings, you have control over all that once you control your ego. The ego, aka the devil, he ain't gonna stop. Understand that. He's not going to stop. You don't kill him. You don't destroy him. You just put him in check. Like my man, the snake, like Bruce Lee, that break when he's doing something, he on the phone, and the snake come by, just put his foot on it, all right, and kept on by his business. That's where the ego should be, under your foot. When you want him to do what he need to do, you raise the foot and let him go. Okay. Where we at? My ego, watch this, is under my control. Again, that's the serpent, that's the cobra. If you let him bite you, it's a wrap. But because I took my power away, again, with what? Knowledge of self. The ego is ignorance. You defeat the ego with knowledge. Your ego will, listen, never give up, okay? Doing what it does. It's a fighting. Remember the philosophy, the concept, it ain't the size of the fight in the dog, it's the size, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog, your ego. And if your fight ain't good, you won't make it. Period. Weak won't make it. Strong, only strong survive. And your ego, if it's got to do the fight, it won't make it through. Why? Because you're gonna need it. And if the ego does what it does, do get me Okay, wait a second. Your ego will never give up doing what it does. Fight. Do me to get to me. Okay, to get me to use my ego to my benefit. When I need the ego, that little extra boost, sometimes I get up, I'm like, okay, ego, get me through this. Why? It's gonna pick me up and take me through. That's all it knows. It don't know it. It don't get tired. It don't care. It just do what it do. So when you understand how to control that, you use it to your benefit. That's my point. Where we at now? Okay, here you go. Your ego, now understand this, is slick as it is greedy, selfish, narcissist, all those negative things, that's what he is. But you can control all those qualities with what? Putting him in check. That it checks everything else. Okay, understand that. Last one. Oh, I'm good. I got this thing. Last one. We're playing now. And yes, me and the ego, we still going at it. And I'm winning. Trust me. When you have control over your ego, and in life, when you are winning the head cutting sessions, you're a right thinker. Why? Because now you on top. You know what you need to be doing to stay you and keep where you need to be. Why? Focus, do the right thing daily. That's how you defeat ignorance. Let's go. Wrap it up. When you cut heads, that's you putting your ego against your higher self. And you should always, good always prevails. Newsflash, all you bad guys, good always wins. I'm just saying, I used to be a bad guy, 100% do or die. They don't win in the end. If your skills are not good enough, meaning if your mental ain't good enough to supersede your ego, you will lose your soul. Meaning that's because your ego will, when you get good and control it, your soul, and you become the ego's what? So the ego become your servant. Again, when you master yourself, that means you have control over all aspects of your character, and that's when the ego becomes your servant, not your master. Your ego, aka the devil, as people wrongly call it, but it's okay, has a what? Has a name. Yeah, we call him the devil, Negba. Okay? From the voodoo religion god, the bad guy. And he wasn't bad. He just did things, and if you did something to him that he didn't like, you had a problem. So you don't want to make enemies with Negba. So everybody try to appease him. Hence the ego. You try to go along, get along to appease it. But guess what? It's greedy, it's selfish, and it don't care. It just wants more. So you never be able to satisfy the ego. Moving up, last one, excuse me. No, at this point in my life, next to last one. If this point in my life, I hold the winning mojo hand. You see, when my man used to wind up, you get that left hand cranked up, he threw them dice, man, they just flipped up like he knew how to do that. I did too at one time, but that's art of getting good at the craft. So long story short, the mojo, okay? Young people don't know about the mojo. Why? They know nothing about the devil's kryptonite. In the movie, you see my man pull the mojo bag out. That's voodoo. That's the voodoo hand. Okay? That's the mojo hand. That's all you got. I gave it to my man. My man gave it to me. I used it. Got done what I needed done. I'm still holding. Watch this. They say beware. Kryptonite. Okay, the devil's kryptonite is the mojo hand, aka the hidden hand. The country's ran by what? The hidden hand. They say beware of the man with the mojo hand. It's me. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got more for you.